Hello viewers, and welcome to the World Center of Racing here in Daytona International round of the INV Works Project Trackday GT4 World Championship. Many of our viewers may realize that Daytona is not an official Project Trackday map. That is because this track has been provided by our wonderful friends at rowracing.com. And what better way to introduce a new venue than here at Endurance Racing's infamous Tri-Oval. Here in Florida, we are provided with 12 turns total for the Daytona road course. Drivers will have to tackle extreme levels of elevation. .7 kilometers. Wow. Drivers will be entering this race with a bit of an unknown. With no reference to rely on, Daytona will likely be providing us some incredible on-track action. I'm Mr. Burgerman 2, going alongside NASCAR's #1 fan, I Like Out, our producer Levine, and our special guest, as always, Igneous Hydra. How are we doing today, guys?
Hooray.
The screaming.
Wait, why am I a special guest? I thought I was a commentator.
You are a commentator and you're always our special guest because you are always so special.
Oh, okay. Thank you, very good. I feel very loved after that.
Hurry and
Oh,
get
you
your
guys,
butt to the
you're
Ferris
very
wheel.
welcome.
Oh wait, no. Isn't there is a commentary booth technically at the pit lane, right? From where we did the podcast.
Is there?
I guess, but I kind of want to go on the Ferris wheel. So, in terms of using it officially for a championship, this will be a first. And I am now teleported to the Ferris wheel. Thank you, jokes.
Yes.
How many can fit? Oh, we can all
Three.
fit. In here, also great.
They could do it.
Oh,
Yeah, see this. There is a Ferris wheel that is in the infield. All of the media team, apart from Levine, we're all sitting in there. Grove is one of the pro drivers, I believe. He's also going to be sitting in there, it looks like. But shifting our attention back to qualifying. 5.41 still. He did get in another lap for 2 minutes and 22, so not an improvement at all. It looks like he had a bit of an issue going into sector 1. Corner cuts will certainly be something that these drivers will have to look out for, especially in particular going into turn 1. If you go on the outside a little bit too much, you can certainly get a corner cut detection for that. And you also do want to keep in mind the exit of the pit lane here in Daytona, given that we are using the sports car course and not the whole oval. They will have to stay on the inside, left side of the pit exit. If you ever end up leaving the right side of the pit exit, they actually will still have their pit limiter on and they will not be able to rejoin the and maybe even Indianapolis.
well, I wouldn't say that because unlike those two, the run to the pit lane is very short. Like you come immediately off the oval and then you go right. But the grass here is like 10 times slipperier than Sebring. Like, because if you even put a single wheel, like a nanometer of a wheel onto the grass, you just start spinning. It's gonna be very chaotic. Very chaotic. Very chaotic.
That grass is certain. A lot of Sebring, even though I wasn't here this season, but just I was driving around there yesterday when I was making the posters and thumbnails. You touch that grass and you're pretty much done. It's like it's pretty much just made of ice. So you really want to be careful with track limits, especially when you're by the green driving around Daytona. It looks like someone crashed into the wall on one of the banking turns. Not sure who that was, but it still looks like it's Fizz and Shelby with a 3:02, but still his best time stands. So we're not seeing many improvements on track so far. 2011 Toyota Camry for Scion Speedsters, and the KTM Crossbow sits in 4th position. So our top 4 drivers are all in the 1 minute and 40, so we'll keep that in mind as a benchmark, with our slowest being a 1:52 RQE. I don't remember what team he was on though, unfortunately.
I just noticed that there's no tire wall at the end of this oval, like at the start of the oval. The stop drivers are also going.
Atheist Doge, and I believe that is Blue Comet Racing, no, International Veltro driving through turn 2. It looks like he slides into the grass. He will keep in mind not to get on the grass because he just
Oh, he's in the barrier. Nope, nothing. I love the bumper sticker on the International Veltro car. Lapped, but not last.
we'll see if that's the case here. Qualifying has commenced.
Oh.
So
Obviously, we still have cars.
these
still on
drivers will be
track.
getting in their final laps through. Prison Shelby still holds his pole position, but we are getting a report from
Dino
Dog
champ,
UK
purple
that Dino
S1.
is getting a purple
Dino
sector
champion.
1.
Purple sector 1 by quite a margin. Holy hell, that's a really good sector
Wow.
Keep
1.
an eye on Dino Champion.
That's awesome.
We also do apologize for our viewers if the stream might be a little bit choppy. It might be because this is a third-party
Woo!
track,
Oliver
and it
just
might
hit the
not
wall.
be as optimized as we would like, so it might be a little bit of a struggle. But
Oliver just hit the wall on the banking, and he stopped in the apron.
Capwork
Dino
Racing is
champion
not
across
in
the
great
line in
lawn.
an auto lap. It was slower than his previous set lap time. Wow. That's qualifying over for him. He's provisionally in 3rd at the moment.
Hydra, given
What?
that you have done some sim racing outside of Roblox, do you have any experience in Daytona? What do you think we might be expecting here today?
I guess, yeah, I've done some practice laps around Daytona before, I guess for the CMRC ship, but, oops, I just swore, oops.
I thought you said I thought
No,
you
in
said
my
shit.
opinion, in my,
Okay.
in my opinion, honestly, it's just the infield that they have to worry about because, A, the grass is like way, way too slippery, to be real, and then not only that, but there's like no braking points, no braking markers, and there's like it's hard to see really where the track kind of turns in, because at least in sim racing, at least the tracks that are made, you can see like the tire patterns for where you need to go in at the very least. So everything's kind of just guesswork a bit. But these PTWC AM drivers probably have figured out their braking points by now, but even still, it's going to be quite hard later into the race where they're pushing and they're on worse tires. So it should be quite interesting to see. We're going to see a lot of mistakes today.
Maybe it's something about it being in Florida, because we see like slippery grass and Sebring. Now we're seeing slippery grass once again here in Daytona. Maybe it's just really humid.
He was already talking
maybe-
about retiring.
Maybe.
Already.
Yep.
All right, so qualifying order. Let's take a look at that. Fiza and Shelby in the Lotus, the only Lotus on the grid of all the
Should
drivers
be
here
another
today.
one.
Currently
And
P1,
before
Carl
Ember
behind in the
Racing-
BMW. I heard rumors from some of the
AMX.
Huh?
Go ahead.
AMX. Yeah, if you Doggy and a couple other top pro drivers have told me yesterday, a couple days ago, that Carl is the one to watch out for, because while they were practicing, Carl was right up there with them in the BMW. Not to mention the BMW also has been allegedly very, very quick this race as a result of the BOP, because no one really uses it. So
Oh,
it
you
should be
should
quite
do
interesting.
that.
Should be quite a good mix-up of drivers, I guess, today. And I think this has to be like the closest qualifying we've ever had in AM up to this point. Because like beforehand, there was like at least a second between P4 and P3,
Yeah.
right? But now it's like just a few tenths now, so it's very
And
good.
something that
Good job, Daytona.
Good job, Daytona. And something I would also like to point out, this is by far the best position, qualifying position at least, that entered AMX has ever gotten in their entire history in PTWC. They're usually the back runners here in PTWC, and it looks like they might be getting a bit of a turnaround in terms of their luck.
Mm. Some drivers are
And
currently trying to do the whole lap for some stupid reason.
It looks like they're trying to get in some final practice, and I wouldn't blame them here in Daytona, given how intimidating the racetrack is and given how new an installation is here in the championship. Maybe we might see it in the main game someday. I'm sure not this particular model of this track, but maybe one day. That would be really, really cool. And hello to our viewers that are watching. 15 viewers. That is a great participation that we are getting. Great attendance.
Yeah, this is the
So Aurora
INV
Smith, who was currently
Roblox
70 miles
24.
away. Well, I don't remember if it was 70 or 700 miles away, but she said she's not going to be racing here in Daytona, which sucks because I asked her if she was, and she didn't respond, so I just put her on the race week poster because I didn't know who else to put. So, oh well.
Me.
We also have Random and JJ
Why?
in chat. Hello,
Why
guys.
is Moha big?
Go. I have to mention though this pit lane, because it's not like sim racing and stuff, and this is road racing, it's going to be quite dangerous on pit entry. So we should see a lot of spins, just because of how this is like the closest pit entry we've ever had. I think, like even like no, I don't think we've ever had a pit entry this close to where the racetrack ends, or where the yeah,
and also like you think of like NASCAR when they have qualifying and they just like drive in full speed and try to brake as hard as they can. You know, they immediately like miss their box or they almost spin out. I imagine we're going to see that. And something I also want to point out, for the first time in our history, we're going to be having a starting procedure, but on a banked course. So if we take a look at these drivers on the grid, there are about I think 18 degrees of banking, and this immediately reminds me of driving in like Forza Motorsport. I remember when I got Forza Motorsport 6 as one of my first like quote unquote serious games, and when you start on the banking right here, you immediately just want to like dive to the right because of how much the rear wants to kick out.
Very good. We're not starting on the grid.
We are not starting on the grid.
They were doing a rolling start.
We're doing a rolling start, man.
Now, this will be a first in our history once again, as I say that.
It's gonna be so bad. That's gonna be so bad.
This is I don't know.
I want to be the pace car.
I don't know about this. It's funny because we were having issues with trying to add the grid yesterday, and so we had to have Eden Mello, owner of the game, to add in the grid boxes himself. So you would think we'd be using it, but it looks like we are having issues with the race stewards trying to get this race started up.
I'm gonna be a pace car.
I cannot wait for this race to absolutely be like destroyed into turn one.
This might be a good, and it looks like drivers are now doing a backwards lap. I wonder what this is for.
Awesome.
Once again, we do apologize for the quality of the stream, and we're also having technical difficulties on the Ferris wheel because it looks like it has stopped turning.
Look at all these cars at the back of the bus stop, bro.
I see. Okay. So
yes.
It looks like the drivers are all starting all the way at the bus stop chicane to get the rolling start. This is weird. I don't know what to think of this. I imagine we're going to get a lot of drama from this. I don't know if it's going to stay to like the pro race, which we're going to get in about an hour.
Well, we're going to need a pit. We need a pace car, right?
Yeah.
We do need a pace car. I think it was Shelby that was saying that he wanted to be the pace car. But it looks like unfortunately that did not happen. That would have been really cool. And I don't even think we even have a pace car, like one of the actual like safety cars in this version of the game. We do it in the main game, but it hasn't been imported into the World Championship servers.
Yes, they're voting me to be the pace car.
Are you in the pits right now? Are you in the pit lane?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, it would be
Car should I
really
grab?
cool if they had like the Dodge Demon Trackday car that like could just take out.
Oh hell yeah.
Maybe we can drop
gonna-
it from a Chinook.
I'm just gonna
Maybe.
grab a.
Maybe we could have some
Grabbing a C11.
F-16s fly over. Maybe a B-2 bomber. That'd be fun.
Maybe. Maybe.
Okay, I'm stuck in neutral. That's awesome.
What car are you in? Oh, he's in the. Oh. He's in the C11 from the Group C regulations.
Come on, like, gotta be something American.
Should I?
That's true.
Yes.
There's no.
We're wasting precious time right now, but it's okay. This is really crucial. This is very crucial. This is very important.
This is for
very
LARPing.
important.
We're LARPing and Project Trackday.
Oh my god. 0 pages read, 0 episodes watched. Life is real.
Something American.
So for our viewers that are just
296.
joining us, first of all, hello. You joined us here in Daytona for our first time in our history. You may be wondering where are the drivers sitting right now, and they are sitting right ahead of the bus stop chicane because we are going to be getting a rolling start for the first time in our history. Not sure how that's going to work from a commentary point of view because, like, I mean, imagine the desync from these guys.
Oh my
Like,
God.
how do you
Oh,
rate the
yeah.
speed?
I forgot the Dodge Viper had such bright lights. Oh my god.
Like I've tried. I've hosted some races of my own, not in Project Trackday. It was mainly like slot cars, and even then, you don't really have the control that you'd want when it comes to doing a rolling start.
Well, I think we have some of the best vision lag of all road racing leagues, so hopefully it'll be a bit better, but that being said, we do have a lot of lag occasionally, so...
No, we'll see.
I don't know. We'll see. This is the first. This is the... New grounds.
I should start a poll on who you think is gonna win today. So, once again, looking at our leaderboard, we have Fizz and Shelby, and Carl and Dino.
Oh.
Make sure to get that in.
What the?
If only we could spawn the
fuck?
safety car, that would make this like 10 times better. What the Moha?
We are now reaching 20 viewers here in Daytona. This is great. Thank you, guys. We appreciate your patience. We are trying to get everything set up, and we are going to be doing a rolling start here in just a few minutes. I also think it might be because I don't think the starting lights are actually working. I think there are reports of that.
Awesome. Okay, now
I guess we're not paying the electrical bill.
I gotta go back now.
What was it? I know, champion.
Oh. Why'd the Ferris wheel shut off? The hell?
We're not paying our electrical bill.
No. What? There we go.
I'm so tempted to pull out the 296.
So I have posted a poll in the live stream. If you would like to share your opinion on who do you think is going to win this race today. We have our top 3 starters, and we also have an option to comment down below on who do you think might win. But for the first time, En route AMX, sponsored by their title sponsor, the best starting position, best qualifying position that they have ever gotten in their career. I remember seeing them with their black and gold livery. When they were in GTE, they had like 0 sponsors, just a golden stripe, and they had Groat Racing for them back at the time.
Oh my god.
Remember those days? And then GT500, they were driving. Actually, no. Then after that, they were in GT3 driving the
Are they going?
Acura NSX, and it was just a gray and white livery. They were the only NSX in the entire field. And then last season, they were driving the Honda NSX, the generation before it, for GT500 in purple and white, and they bring back the kind of purple magenta-ish white once again. And this time they are showing some real pace. It's a real good story about like the underdogs, because they never really had too much of a good performance in all their previous seasons. As I do say, they were kind of a bit of a backfield team, but it looks like they are really getting the start that they may need. All thanks to Fizz and Shelby 1, who is propelling them to do so. I'm not sure though if he is a reserve or a main driver. They do have the Bahraini flag on the side of their card. They also have Uchiwiwek.
They have Malta flag on it, don't they? Or no, is it? I don't know. I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore.
Me neither. It looks like we don't know a lot of things.
Yeah.
It's
I don't know
still lining up.
anything.
Honestly, this is a really good season of liveries. It's really, really colorful. Yeah,
Yes,
colors all
I
the way
know.
from
Unlike last
purple
season
to
where
red,
there's
neon green. There's quite a lot of purple last season. Not a purple this season, but I think there's still a good amount of variety. I really do like what Pro Drive Rook Racing did, where they actually like did very noticeable changes in color between their two drivers. They also did that in the Pro Series, which we'll be seeing in 1 hour. I quite like Q Performance's livery. I think I like their GT500 livery a little bit more, though. I think it might have been a little bit better incorporated, but I think this is still good. Fairy lol asking in chat, can we start? That is a great question. No. There's your answer. I can guarantee you, us as commentators, we would love for this race to start as well, but unfortunately, given that we are trying to do a rolling start for the first time in our league, that it's going to be taking a little bit longer than usual. And as I say that...
Oh, it's starting. Oh my god.
100 kilometers per hour.
It's not even in position. We're so cooked. This is so cooked.
It's like I just saw drivers responding to a red light turn to a green light in California, where people just start off like a dominoes. It's just like it's super slow reaction from everyone.
Lag, hold up a bit.
Oh my god.
Okay, this actually might there might be some.
Go.
So, our safety
Oh my
car
gosh.
is I lag out.
Oh my god.
In
You know what?
Nissan
This is pretty clean
Racing,
so far. This is pretty clean so far. This is fairly clean so
Viper.
far.
Red
which
pit?
one owns us, so go figure while he's driving it. This actually looks really cool, even though we're getting quite a lot of drivers out of position.
Go into the pits.
We're gaming, we're racing, trying to catch them to the field.
Okay.
As we approach the corner here in Daytona Speedway, International
It's gonna be so
Speedway, it's my
This is already so bad.
stands on the flag as we are.
It is green.
Flag is dropping.
Let's go race, you bunch of hot dogs at Daytona.
These are Shelby down towards turn 1. He's leading in front of Carl for the pole sitter. The two front row drivers has all the hazard 71. Oh my, everybody cuts the inside, hits the grass. Manuel Andres from, I don't know, P9 or something has climbed all the way up past actually no, past all the KTMs to get into P3 now. Mason Shelby goes wide onto the turn 2 of the tri-oval. No, it's not tri-oval, infield. Whoa. Carl up the inside goes Toyota Camry. Looking at the inside, Carl still manages to hold position as Frieza and Shelby heads through one of the final turns of the infield. Further back, there's chaos everywhere. Olivia Gamer is currently the last person in last position as Toyota Camry, Manuel Andres, and all the hazard cars trying to get past Carl in that superior BMW as Frieza and Shelby heads on to the beginning of the tri-oval with a large gap now. heading past turn 3, and all of the GT4 cars seem to have managed to somehow make this rolling start work, which is a miracle, I guess.
My question
Complete
is,
miracle.
how the hell is a Lotus so far ahead?
This is going to definitely be one of the hardest braking points in the track. Make sure not to get a little bit too wide on the grass. Looks like everyone makes
Toyota Camry. Toyota Camry cut that
already. Here's in Shelby and the Lotus 211. The car with 30 horsepower buff, if I'm not correct, or if I am correct, looking like he is already pulling away the lightest car of the field, powered by that Toyota powertrain. But look right behind him, 2011 Toyota Camry and the KTM Crossbow, powered by that 4-cylinder Audi powertrain, is right on the rear of him. We were saying that KTM didn't really have the high-speed performance advantage compared to other circuits, but in comparison to that Lotus, it looks like it actually might have a little bit of an edge, because right on the rear of him as we go through, it looks like that KTM is sticking through pretty well, as we have Dyno Champion, who is sitting in 3rd place now, or at least for qualifying now, is in 3rd place on actually
the same thing every race.
Oh my goodness.
In Hartono Autosport, looks like he's also battling one of the other BMWs on track as well.
I swear every race is gonna be KTM's and a BMW. Just one BMW.
Further back we have Carl still losing positions to the KTMs and Emmanuel Andres. Let's go on board with him. Carl really pushing that superior. I thought the BMW was going to be superior, but I don't know what's going on. You know, these rumors about him being pro-pace. What is this? He's losing to the KTM and losing to Fies and Shelby in a Lotus of all things, man.
Some of our reviewers might be mentioning that these drivers are not not using their headlights on track. And as I do quote a certain driver in 2006, race cars don't need headlights because the track is always lit, and that is the case here in Daytona. They do not need headlights.
He did what in his cup?
But it looks
oh my goodness, over the line though. Dyno Champion, Fies and Shelby, Toyota 11 Camry across the line, almost 3 wide as they head into turn 1 of the infield. Fies and Shelby almost 3 wide. As Fies and Shelby loses 2 positions into turn 1, but Dyno Champion gets a better line and cuts underneath 2011 Toyota Camry as they head into turn 2 now of the infield. It still seems to be Fies and Shelby leading a bit, but he goes a bit wide on exit. Oh.
And
it's kind of hard to tell what's
takes the lead though.
Dyno Champion did a 139.
Oh my goodness. No, I think that's with Slipstream too though.
Well, yeah.
Because what is that last sector? That last sector is insane. Everybody has Slipstream and they're doing insane last sector. That's why the lap times are all so quick.
42 and the Orion's Motorsport Ford Mustang goes a little bit wide. He looks like he's falling down a little bit. Certainly going to be suffering from a little bit of tire degradation given how that 5-liter V8 is going to be pushing those rear tires. But Fies and Shelby in the Lotus and right in front, it looks like he is doing a fantastic job of maintaining that lead, because this Dyno Champion and Toyota Camry is still right behind him before they go into the bus stop chicane once again. Hard on the brakes. And it looks like Dyno Champion gets a little bit of a dive through. It was almost too wide coming out of the exit there. But it looks like Fies and Shelby in the Lotus, looks like they keep it. X are going to be cheering for their driver. The best performance that they have ever seen in their campaign for PTWC. Fighting for a position. Fighting for the first position here in Daytona. And what a spectacle to do it in as they cross through a tri-oval once again. Fies and Shelby still maintaining his lead of 116 miles an hour on the brakes, but it looks like Toyota Camry a little bit deeper on the brakes. He's going to be going through turn 1, 2, and 3 ahead. But is that the case? Because that Lotus is going to have a little bit of a lighter chassis, maybe to brake a little bit later. And almost too wide coming out of the exit. Fies and Shelby a little bit squirrely from the rear. It looks like Dyno Champion and Toyota Camry looks like they're going to be jousting for second position for the most part.
Water department already has 6 corner cuts.
What's going on with water department?
He has 6 corner cuts already in 3 laps.
Oh my goodness, dude. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, some of the
And-
some of the CCs are broken, like completely broken. So I don't blame him for getting some. But even so, that's pretty crazy.
Manuel
What are you gonna say?
Anders, who was one of our dominant drivers in the test race, battling Carl for fourth position. He's in the Hue Performance Audi R8, all the way back
My name's
there.
Ender Dingus.
Oh, taking a look at the bus stop chicane in the front there.
Oh, nice, Camry.
Camry cuts the exit a little bit. Seeing there, looks like he carried a lot of momentum, maybe a little bit too much momentum. That's surely going to be a corner cut for him.
Yeah, he's up to 5 corner cuts now.
Well, he's in the
It
lead
looks like
now.
that maybe might have worked in his favor because it looks like he's now leading the race.
I wouldn't say that because both Dyno Champion and Shelby have a lot of slipstream coming out of the final turn. Even though Shelby's a bit over the Lotus.
Now.
Here comes Dyno Champion looking up the outside, maybe going for the inside, but Shelby's right there with him. Looking up the outside again into turn 1 as Toyota Camry goes wide, allowing Dyno Champion to get side by side with them into turn 2. Dyno Champion and Toyota Camry go into turn 2 with Shelby right on their tails. Toyota Camry manages to make the line work and get ahead of Dyno Champion as they head into turn 4 of the infield. Still side by side nearly as they head into this corner. Oh, Shelby's spun! Shelby's in the grass! Oh my goodness, it's happened!
I think it's a horseshoe!
Rest in peace.
It was gonna look like an incredible position for Entered AMX, but it looks like he loses and the Lotus falling all the way down the field. Which means fighting for first position is only going to be once again for our last 2 AM races is H71 Squadron Corsa and Saigon Speedsters in the KTM Crossbow once again.
I cannot believe it. Shelby looked like he had this race under control at the beginning with the fastest lap time and pole position, but it's just he just made that one singular mistake, like I mentioned earlier, put even a nanometer onto this grass in the infield, and you just slide right off as his teammate in the Lotus hits the wall and left at the end of the bus stop chicane. That's a big crash.
Huge wheel in the wall. He gets passed by Playas, the British driver, and looks like he might soon be under threat to Aston right behind him. Oh my goodness. It was looking like the highest of highs for Entered AMX, but now they fall all the way back to the rear.
That being said, Dyno Champion has managed to get past Toyota Camry at the end of that lap. Very shockingly, as Carl now is in position to claim P3 as Leo, the teammate of Dyno Champion, looks to claw back position after his very good races in Indianapolis. Dyno Champion and Toyota Camry still side by side as they head into turn 4. This was where Shelby made his very crucial mistake just a lap ago on the grass. So we're gonna see whether these 2 AM drivers make the same mistake by using too much curb. Looks like everybody's fairly clean so far. No one's crashed just yet, but the Toyota Camry looks like he's got ahead of Dyno Champion at the end towards the tri-oval, towards the oval section. They're going to be almost side by side as they go towards the bus stop chicane, but Carl looks like he's been overtaken as well onto the oval, with Leo leading and Manuel Andres right behind him. And Lawfare in the BCR KTM. Actually, I don't know who is Lawfare's teammate.
Dyno Champion gets a little bit deeper on the brakes, and it looks like that pays off because Dyno Champion now regains first position for the Daytona Grand Prix for H71 Squadron Corsa. Only lap 6, and look at all this action that we're getting. And look at that train that they have right behind them for second position. It looks like for third position, we had Carl, Manuel Anders, Lal Ferry, and Leo, who's now stepping in for H71. They were pretty much just in a bit of a train, a bit of a NASCAR train, you could say, going through.
Oh.
We get into the infield once again. Dyno Champion and Toyota.
I think I've disconnected.
Who's FXBXZX?
He's sitting in the in the podcast booth that we used last Sunday or 2 Sundays ago.
He's sitting backwards.
Yeah, looks like they didn't fix the seats in there.
We could have used this as perfect commentary booth.
Speaking of commentary, let's take a look back at our race now. Taking a look at Zero
We're too
Howler's
late.
fun again.
Apparently
You know how it's
so,
fun?
but we're too late to that. We're too late to it. He's back on the track and he's driving.
Oh no. I would
Oh.
like to take a look at Carl because I think we're getting a very interesting battle between that Daytona Autosports car, Leo Lalferi, and Manuel Anders. We're getting a bit of an interesting battle for third position. 4 cars battling for third position. That's really what you want to see as they go through out of the bus stop. And it looks like, I think it might be BCR, Blue Common Racing. Looks like they might be leading this pack, either that or it might be Daytona Autosports. But it looks like we're getting 4 different teams fighting for third position. That is absolutely incredible.
Well, corner cuts. We have old Oliver with 10 corner cuts after 6 laps.
Awesome.
That's interesting. Still not as bad as me sometimes, but Dyno Champion leading away from Toyota Camry as they head into turn 1. A little wide and missing the apex there, but it's all right because Toyota Camry did the same thing. Carl starting to lead away from that P3 pack, leading away from the K2 KTMs and the Audi, using the power of the BMW and its very good performance here to try and maybe claw back for a race win. I think I remember from last weekend back in Indianapolis, he did pretty well in the race start. And he was in the lead, I think, at the beginning, but then he just fell off, I guess, as the race continued on. But it's really... Ooh, Lalferi on the grass a bit. That's a bit weird.
Very scary.
And right behind
Very
Lalferi
scary.
is going to be Bro Moment, but it also looks like all right behind there's going to be Fizz and Shelby. Looks like they're going to for their race, and I thought that Fizz and Shelby was going to be right behind these guys. I think I saw them just quite a bit ago. Maybe they made another mistake, but we of course are getting news from our live stream chat that he is making quite a lot of momentum through these banks. Might be due to the agility of that Lotus. But taking a look back at our front running race, it's still Dyno Champion and Toyota Camry still in a bit of a stalemate with each other. Carl trying to pull away, and it looks like they are indeed pulling away. I might take a little bit of time though to be able to get into the slipstream of Toyota Camry if he's going to want a chance to be able to catch up and potentially joust for first position. But we are going to be approaching the infield once again to turn 1. It's going to be that long left-hander. On the inside is Toyota Camry, right on Dyno Champion, but he goes a little bit wide on the exit, a little bit on the curb, a little bit, and touching a little bit of grass as well. Dyno Champion still maintaining it for H71 Squadra Corsa.
Jesus, Shelby's just falling all the way back. I'm watching like this crazy 4-car battle happening again for, I think, P6 or P7. Oh my God, P7.
Oh, God.
It's the big 2026.
Hey, P7, yeah. I think we have a first DNF as well pointed out. Bacon and Oliver. RIP those two, I guess.
Oliver, the master in Midnight Racing Tokyo's clan racing scene, looks like they are still not getting a break in Japworks' professional installation in DevGem's sister game. Right, quite unfortunate.
I guess there's a difference between,
first corner cut.
difference between clan racing and PTWC, I guess. I don't know if there is a difference, if there's much of a difference at all.
I'm sure that track limits does take a bit of an account, and also you don't really get slipstream in clan racing, and you're only thinking about one person to race against. So I'm sure that kind of plays into the game a little bit.
They also get personalized setups as well, you know, tunes and everything. We don't really have that here. Everything's pretty homologated.
Yes.
I don't know how much setup work they really do. I don't know how much setup they really do.
Yet.
170 miles per hour for our little pack here as they go into turn 1.
And yet they're
a little bit wide from Leo. It looks like they're really under threat to Manuel Anders as they approach the West Horseshoe before going into the dog leg. Dyno Champion, look at that line that he takes, really, really wide coming out of the exit of the West Horseshoe. Once again, going to be approaching the second horseshoe, the Rodriguez International, I believe.
No, this is the West Horseshoe.
Still maintaining his lead in H71 Squadra Corsa. But of course, all eyes are still in this third place battle because for the rest of the racetrack, it looks like there's not many other battles happening. Of course, unless if we take a look at the pack right behind, I believe that might be a fight for P10 with Brub Moment, Water Department Basic, and Pertz. And of course, all the way in the back is going to be Zero Howler. Unfortunately, still not getting any luck. Zero luck for Zero Howler. We did get a YouTube short posted on our channel covering all of the bad luck that Zero's been getting at the start of the season so far, if you want to take a look at that. And it does look like for our winner in Indianapolis, Water Department in another oval, you could say, except with 4 corners instead of 3. Looks like he is not getting the performance that he might want here, but of course we are in a new installation of PTWC, and I would like to ask you, Hydra, what kind of pit strategies do you think we're going to be looking at today?
Considering the length of the race and the tire wear, because we're on an oval, I think maybe 1 stops. I don't think anyone's going to do it. No one's doing 0 stops anymore.
Oh, not you say that though. Tony Camry goes.
Oh, Camry, no!
Oh my God! No!
Rear right tires. I mean, the 2 right side tires dipping a little bit too much. As I say, the grass is dangerous, and he goes right into the grass and falls all the way down behind the pack that was fighting for 3rd place, which means that Carl is now your 2nd place driver.
Easy, like I said at the beginning of this race, all these AM drivers are not going to be able to handle that icy cold, icy cold grass, you know.
Okay, but
it could be icy cold because of course we are in pitch black. It's practically here in Florida, under the floodlights here in Daytona International Speedway. Dyno Champion now just has to drive and think about himself because right behind him is going to be an entire train fighting for 2nd position, and then it looks like Toyota Camry is now going to be a little bit of a sandwich in terms of packs, because right in front of him is going to be a fighting grid for 2nd position, and right behind him is going to be a fighting grid for, I guess, P10, or at least the bottom of the points. So either he's going to fall into that backpack, or he's going to fall into or try to catch up to the front. But I'm sure that his confidence and his rhythm might be thrown off quite a bit. This is unfortunately not going to be the first time that Saigon Speedster is going to have any bad luck this season so far. But it really does show you the challenge that Daytona provides for our drivers.
My goodness.
Should be able to. Look at Carl going 167 miles per hour down the front stretch.
6-7.
Unintended. Shut the hell up.
Carl, though, looks like a little bit on the inside apex of the grass. And looks like Manuel Anders, once again, as I do mention, he was one of our favorites to win the French test races. Looks like he's starting to fall back a little bit, maybe into the grasp of Toyota Camry. He goes wide once again out of the exit of the horseshoe, but it looks like Leo now trying to take 2nd position. The KTM's really showing their muscle, but Dyno Champion though on the outside of the 2nd horseshoe. Looks like he almost let out once again.
Oh my goodness, man.
I do have to keep reminding the grass is dangerous. It looks like he almost slid out, and look at that. It looks like he might have lost a little bit of time because of that, because now it looks like the pack for 2nd position might be catching up just a little bit, not a lot, but just a little bit, but it might be just enough.
Well, it would make sense. It would make sense because Dyno Champion doesn't have any slipstream, and the pack behind him does have a lot because they're all bunched together. So it would not surprise me if he starts losing on the oval sections as a result of that.
They're certainly going to be getting that speed advantage. It looks like Toyota Camry is already trying to pull himself back up into a fighting position. Pro Moment Water Department right behind him. Looks like they are not going to be advancing into any positions soon, as we start
full
to
risk,
approach.
no push.
Almost, it looks like we're almost.
We have a first driver.
It looks like Wall Ferry, the Belgian
first driver in the pit lane.
Or VCR goes into the pits.
Wall Ferry's pit lane is right at the beginning. It's like he's literally the first pit box as Zero Howler also goes in. I feel bad for Wall Ferry because he had to hit the brakes and then immediately go into the pit, into his box.
You know, I wonder how bad you would freaking front flip if you went into the pits at full speed, because I didn't even go into the pits in the Viper at like 100, and the whole rear just flew up.
Jeez.
So I do wonder
also-
if our drivers on track now are going to respond to that pit strategy. I imagine they're going to want to, especially given here, but returning commentary back to Igneous Hydra.
Yeah, so I said one stop shop would be the ideal strategy here, and I think everybody should be coming in quite soon. Because I don't think you really need to use the right tires a lot, because maybe you do. I mean, the left tires, they should be fine, because most of them are going to be on the oval.
No tires, just gas.
The tires, just gas, exactly. It should be interesting though, because I think if any AM drivers know how to manage their tires, I think they could potentially just go for fuel.
The Camry in the wall, out of the
Again?
horseshoe. I mean, out of the chicane. Once
Oh
again,
my God.
he goes a little bit
No.
too fast with
He hit
the
the-
exit of the Le Mans chicane into the wall, and he falls all the way down the field once again.
Oh, he hit the
Camry
barriers
does
again.
not
Oh my
respond to the
goodness.
pit
Toyota
strategy.
Camry, man. What's going on? This is just sad at this
Leo
point.
responds
Everybody's
to the
going
strategy.
in. Everybody's going in. Water department
Roman,
locks up
water
as he heads
department,
into
and
the
Toyota
pit
Camry
lane.
all do as well.
Toyota Camry, oh my God, he just jumped
Carl
everybody
and
into the
Manuel
pit
stay
lane.
out.
Look at that.
Oh my goodness,
Toyota Camry
absolute
just jumped
dismay for
everybody.
the finished driver.
And somehow Carl and Manuel lost a whole lot of time off Dyno Champion while we were too focused on 2011 Toyota Camry XLE.
As a request from Aurora Smith in the chat, Dyno Champion with a fastest lap time of the entire session of a 1 minute and 39.810, followed by Zero Howler with a 140.429, and unfortunately looks like third place might be a little bit glitched out because basic together. But in terms of summary, it looks like most of our drivers from P10 looks like they are all in the 1 minute and 40 zone with a fastest time of 1:39 for Dyno Champion.
We're having
The
fueling
driver who is
issues.
opting to stay out of the pits, not responding to his competitors.
Drivers are not able to pit properly now. That's awesome. Uchiwek cannot fuel.
Oh boy.
No fuel, just tires.
That's awesome.
No tires,
fuel,
just fuel.
Tires. No tires, no fuel.
No car.
No car.
All right, heading across the line.
Now,
Dyno Champion still staying out. Not just deciding this is still not the time to pit as Carl
but it
goes
looks
into
like
pits
Manuel Anders and Carl does.
Andres. Manuel Andres, his pit box gets it perfect almost, kind of. Not really.
Hydra, would you be able to give us some insight in the lap time differences between those who pit and those who haven't?
Well, it's all really up to the slipstream because it depends. It really just depends a bit on where you come out and what pack you're gonna come out to. If you're like on your own, like Dyno is, or I don't know, Playas who's just passed all of us. I mean, you're gonna be using like a lot more fuel, and you're gonna be using. You're not gonna be as quick. So, that being said. Dyno Champion is doing high 41s, but I think Zero Howler or Fees and Shelby, one of them have just set the fastest sector one of the entire race. Carl hits the wall on exit. So I think Carl and Manuel Andres have got a good strategy here because they come out ahead with Fees and Shelby, so they're going to get a big slipstream train, which means they can probably save more fuel and go quite a lot faster than Dyno Champion will be, because when Dyno Champion pits, he'll probably be alone out on track.
We are getting some people in the game chat, specifically Shelby Era, saying, Dyno, don't listen to Hazard. He's in the Orion voice chat, and he's saying you're going to stay out 8 laps more. Interesting insight.
Well, that being said, Dyno comes into the pits right now.
Oh.
All right. Well, and that should be interesting to see how the pit stops will unfold, for how the strategies will unfold for our drivers. But the real question is, will Dyno Champion get a broken pit box? Let's see.
Taking a look at Dyno Champion now. Let's have the live stream take a look at Dyno Champion, because this is really where the rejoin is going to matter. Sitting in his pit box, Doggy UK sitting outside. of his box.
Carl and Fees and Shelby coming around the final turn of the Daytona Oval. Where is Dino Champion going to emerge?
It worked.
And he's released from the pit.
Champions work. Fees and Shelby. Here comes Carl.
It's going to be a race to the exit.
It's going to be really tight. Dino Champion still has to go through the intersection of the pit box. Almost neck and neck. Carl's ahead of it at the moment, but he's going to get a better exit out of the pit box. They're going to be head-to-head. Carl is slightly ahead into turn 2. I think Carl has gone the move on because Dino Champion has just been overtaken by Carl based on strategy, but Dino Champion is really close to Carl. He's not going to let this slide, and he's going to look up the outside and the inside into turn 4, trying to reclaim that P1 position. Fees and Shelby. Oh my God! Dino Champion on those cold tires just got a bit of oversteer. It has allowed Fees and Shelby to catch back up a little bit towards the front of the pack. I don't know if Fees and Shelby's pitted or not, but if he has it, then his strategy has worked out brilliantly to bring him back into contention for the win.
Keep in mind, a one-stop is required, or at least pitting once is required after the Krabby Finny method was patched last race, I believe.
Wow. I thought Dino Champion was going to come out ahead or behind Carl, but they came out exactly the same position. They came out exactly basically the same time. The strategy's basically aligned. But actually, though, that's quite bad for Dino Champion, considering that he was ahead of Carl beforehand, and he's now just lost a bunch of ground and is now right next to Carl on the pit exit. So his strategy is kind of backfired in that sense.
Look at Shelby.
I guess he stayed out too long.
Yes, let us, Lag, please read us what is happening in chat.
I don't know if I want to read that. he said, all right, and I quote, this is what Shelby Arrow said. Carl, save us from H71 real, as in Israel.
Oh, gosh. Well,
that's what Shelby Arrow said, not me, viewers.
Let's take a look back on our front-running grid, though, because Vincent Shelby goes really, really wide out of the horseshoe as they approach the second horseshoe, going through a dog leg. Sitting in second position, Dino almost side by side as they go through. It looks like we're getting three different manufacturers fighting for first position. But it is great to see that Fizz and Shelby, who made that mistake earlier on the race, now looks like they could once again be contending for first position. This is their second chance. They will surely have learned to get on the grass this time.
That's a great comeback, though.
It is. This is probably one of the best comebacks that we've seen in the season so far. But Dino Champion, with those slightly fresher tires, is going to be pulling away from this pack just a little bit as we go through the Le Mans chicane or the bus stop chicane, depending on what name you want to use. But it looks like Fizz and Shelby, though, looks like they are under threat to the Autosports BMW right behind them.
I do want to mention, I don't know if Players is trying to do the water department. No, never mind. Players is just pitted.
Awesome.
Taking a look at our front-running pack.
Lap, though? Oh, no, he's...
Oh, Carl, with that turbocharged inline 6. Look at how much he pulls.
Wow.
Oh, Players just missed his box.
All the way into first place from third to first. But looks like he might have carried a little bit too much because there's a little bit too much on the outside and gets past a bit of a switcheroo from Dino Champion.
I think. Is Players retiring, bro? Players.
Players is retiring. Players is retiring from the race.
Bruh.
Alright.
He's here to have fun. He didn't... Oh my god.
Where's the motivation,
not
man?
Having any luck here.
Where's the motivation? The real question is Visa and Shelby going to make the same mistake he did at the beginning of this race that almost costed him a potential race win? Like, because if he had stayed out in front and gone on this strategy, he would have literally been like miles ahead of these two, if you think about it, right? Exactly.
In a way, yes.
Yes, in a
way. We're still getting a battle for P1, but we're also getting a little bit of a battle for P4. But it looks like Fizz and Shelby, looks like they were almost side by side as we approach Le Mans chicane once again. A little bit of smoke, though, from Fizz and Shelby. Looks like he gets out of that corner a little bit squirrely onto the banking a little bit early compared to the other drivers around him. Falling down, I think, in the third place, so unfortunately there's a little bit too much desync to really tell for sure.
He keeps, oh my god, he keeps going from like third to first on my screen.
Wow.
Yeah, they are really switching positions quite a lot.
Coming around the final,
cruise missile
the first
BMW.
turn. Carl ahead now, shockingly, with the very powerful
and he doesn't go wide this time.
Inline 6 did not go into line. As they head towards turn 2, Fizz Shelby looks to try and reclaim the lead from Carl. Dano Champion falling back just a little bit from these two. Carl blasting right past Fizz and Shelby with the engine power, though. What is this crazy acceleration out of the corners from him? He's going crazy, man. Going crazy.
He's whatever Japanese powertrain on track. Unless you want to say second, because technically there's a Toyota Supra, but they use a BMW powertrain.
Look at his face. He's so confident.
Fizz and Shelby, look at that. He looks like he's putting a little bit of a gap though between Carl and Dino Champion.
I don't know what the Lotus factory team would put into Shelby's car, but man, his engine is just incredible.
Jelly beans.
Jelly beans. They put jelly beans in the car to make it faster.
Wow, look at a dive bomb from Dino Champion and Carl
are some strong brakes because Carl and Dino, yes, as Lag says, passes him out of the chicane.
They're really pulling a gap to the other drivers here. They're almost 5 seconds or more.
We might have a DNF, or maybe not, because Atheist don't jump his car for international Buffalo. They passed him right around the final corners.
And
but it looks like
everybody
for it.
Safety car.
Toyota also got a DTP. Toyota Camry.
Yeah, a bunch of guys have got a DTP. No. Atheist Doge going very slowly as he's being lapped now.
No.
You know, that reminded me a lot of Gro in our first season when he was driving in the Porsche 911 in Silverstone when he jumped out and was running across the field to get in the car, but it despawned, unfortunately for him. That's immediately what it reminded me of.
Yeah. Wow.
Silverstone was something looking else in season 1.
Oh, Dino Champion a little bit wide though on the curb. I think, though, if we would like to take a little bit of a break, though, from our front-running grid, we can also take a bit of a look at the pack behind them. Manuel Andres, Barry, and Leo. Let's take a look at these guys, huh? Manuel, currently sitting in P4. Actually, no, I should correct. Yeah, it's P4. Hopefully, they're going to want to hope that one of the front-running cars is going to make a mistake so they can benefit from that. But it looks like we are getting 3 cars fighting for 2 different positions. Manuel Andres
at the moment.
Performance Audi R8.
Lawfare at the moment is quite close to a drive-through penalty if he gets another. Corner cut or whatever. It should be quite interesting to see how this affects this battle.
Interesting line though from Leo. Looks like he sticks it around the outside of the banking. Looks like he falls all the way down into that 6th position, I believe. Actually, no, that might be 7th position. Correct me.
Oh, okay.
I wonder why he does that though. If he's trying to get some sort of slipstream advantage from the 2 cars in front of them, or not very sure. But they are going through that first corner. Lowell Ferry though, in the entrance, looks like he was slipping out a little bit. He's going to lose a little bit of time to Manuel.
Oh, Shelby on the grass. Shelby really wants Shelby. Shelby is there. Oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh my god, man. It's happened.
No, not again.
How many? It's like we've seen foreshadowing so many times. We've seen him go wide on that horseshoe, and it looks like it finally strikes a little bit too wide on the grass, because now it's going to be this grid of Manuel Anders, Leo, and Lowell Ferry. They're going to see him. They're going to be in his slipstream. He's now going to be under threat as they try to pull in closer to him, because now they're all going to be able to work together as a team to that underpowered Lotus 211.
Oh my goodness. I just saw that. Shelby's been taking way too wide of lines as he comes out of that turn 2, and I knew it was just gonna backfire at one point, and it has. I saw him get on the grass. I was like, oh, he's cooked. He's cooked, and he did. He just couldn't control it. Carl, little unstable at entry. Ooh.
And of course, something we should mention as well, he's not only cooked in terms of mentality, but his tires will be as well, because the grass here, it spins your tires so much. He's going to lose a lot of grip because of that mistake that he made. Because look at how much time he's losing. Manuel Anders is surely going to be right in the rear of him in a couple of laps' time.
Oh, yeah.
What we really have at the moment is a GT4. We have a GT4 car racing an LMP3 for the win right now. That being said, Carl up the inside, looking to try and take position away from Dyno Champion, going a little wide in the exit though, allowing Dyno Champion to still claim the position as he going into turn 2 with Dyno Champion ahead of Carl trying to open up a move maybe into the next few turns of the infield, trying to not repeat what Friese and Shelby just did literally a lap ago and at the beginning of the race. These two AM drivers have been at it from almost the beginning. But Dyno Champion and the Dyno Champion's lap times, I believe, are quite a lot quicker than Carl's, because there's about 4 or 5 tenths difference between those two drivers, but yet they're still quite close due to the slipstream effect around this track.
4 laps remain here in Daytona International Speedway, and it could still be one of these two drivers' races to win it. Dyno Champion, Race 71, or Carl. Go ahead, Leg.
That BMW is so strong in the straights, I don't think it's going to matter whether or not Dyno Champion stays in front, because so long as they stay somewhat close through the horseshoe, or not the horseshoe, the bus stop, Carl's just going to come around in the back or the front stretch and win the race.
Yeah, we should certainly see a bit of a strategy in play.
That would make sense. We might get a battle. We decide this win across the line with a crazy finish. That would probably be one of the best races of all time. This would make one of the best races of all time if that happens. And that being said, Carl is across. Currently, is he's just overpowering Dyno Champion with that twin turbocharged inline 6. He's just kept up so well because of the straight line power of BMW.
Something drastic's gonna have to happen for Dyno to win.
Well, don't say that just yet. Don't say that yet.
Of course, we do have track limits and we do have grass. I think we should give a very, very quick corner cut check, because I'm sure it might give a little bit of a go into play a little bit for these drivers. We have well past the halfway point, but better late than never.
Very, very well past. Anyways, corner cut check viewers, we have Toyota Camry with 20 corner cuts.
Wow.
RQE with 19, Lawferry with 16, Basic 42, who I don't exactly remember seeing in these past races, with 15, Leo with 15, Manuel Andres with 14, Zero Howler with 15, Water Department with 14, Uchwiwek with 14, Fizan Shelby with 14, Players with 13, the rookie bassist or Atheist Doge with 12, Carl with 8, Parrot with 8, Aston with 7, Dyno Champion with 7, and that concludes your corner cut check viewers. On to
good job.
Lap 24 soon.
Carl looking to get ahead yet again.
And look at that, he's leading a little bit on the front stretch as well.
That thing's a rocket.
But Carl propelled his powertrain ahead of Dyno Champion, and so it looks like we are of a attrition in terms of the quality of these cars. H71's agility in the KTM Crossbow versus the absolute power from that BMW for Carl.
Friese and Shelby apparently hit the wall again, and we lost P3
Friese has spun. We're getting a battle for P3.
God.
I want to mention that this battle...
Understand where we should be looking.
This battle for P3, Lawferry is 1 away from a drive-through penalty, and so is, I think, Leo is, or 2 away from a drive-through penalty, but Leo's not in this battle actually. But Leo is. Leo and Lawferry are currently at most risk to get a drive-through at the moment. If either of them mess up too much through the bus stops or any of the infield sections, they can get absolutely fried. They get absolutely fried for this podium. make this very interesting as well. We have like multiple very good battles going on here, as always.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately, we only have 2 eyes and 1 screen. We can only look at one battle at once, but that battle for 3rd position is certainly looking interesting, and Viz and Shelby continues to fall away from that pack.
I guess the spins and the crashes have really not helped this tire wear now. He's fallen off too much. Fallen off too much. It seems pretty sealed for Carl coming across the line. It looks like just the engine power is what's going to help him win his first race win of the AM series and first win in PTWC for Carl in the BMW. But unless something really crazy happens, which it always does,
You know what? How about we have our stream take a look at Manuel Andres for his 3rd place battle, and I'll make sure to take a look at our. Just in case anything happens, because it looks like we are getting quite a lot of action for the 3rd position for our final podium. Because it looks like, in a way, 1st place might be a little bit tame compared to these guys.
Manuel Andres currently leading away from Leo, who's closest to him, into the turn 4. It's a matter of making sure no one gets too wide onto the grass. He's in Shelby, really taking wide lines again on exit and entry. I don't know why he is, or if that's a trait of the Lotus. Maybe the Lotus just can't turn anymore, but it has supreme power, which is what's winning him this race, helping him to get really good positions in this race.
Manuel Andres with the run into the banked corners. Who will get the better top speed, the Audi or the KTM?
Is the question, as Manuel Andres and Leo going past into the bus stop chicane. Leo is ahead of Manuel Andres despite having a worse engine, as Allfair goes very wide. Almost cuts the end of the bus stop chicane. I thought he was going to go off again and maybe hit the wall like Toyota Camry did, but that being said,
3 Audis and a Lotus.
We are on the the last lap of the race now.
Hey, lag.
The white flag is out.
It's going to be a very close battle between Dyno Champion and Carl, but it's also a very close battle between this 4-car pack of P3. What happened to Fiza and Shelby, dude? He's just gone. He's just falling off so bad, man. What the hell? What the freak? Leo!
Forgot he was racing.
Oh my God, Leo nearly oversteering out.
Be probably one of the best finishes for Ender and AMX, so they can take a little bit of a bright side from this position, but still they could have certainly finished a lot higher than this.
Could have finished on the podium, could have finished for the win, but it's unfortunate. Manuel Andres into turn 4 now. Lawfair again. Leo looking up his inside, trying to see just kind of somewhat sister cars, trying to push the only Audi Hue Performance currently on the grid. Manuel Andres just really driving that Audi to its fullest extent, despite there being a significant pace difference between all of these cars. Audi and the KTMs fighting again, just like in the test race. It was like this beforehand with Manuel Andres, except leading by quite a big margin.
Whoa. Wait, Burger, I thought you were watching 1st place. Why is Carl so far back from Dyno Champion now?
I was just about to say he goes a little bit wide out of the corner, getting onto the oval, and unfortunately, this battle is very, very interesting.
Carl.
Oh, we are going to have to check position.
Using the engine power. Using the engine power, gaining. Oh my goodness, Lawfair just got a drive-through penalty. Oh my God, that means that Manuel Andres and Leo are the only ones fighting for P3 at the moment. That means Fiza Shelby is also going to be in P6. Because my Carl wins! Carl wins with engine power! Oh my goodness, and Manuel Andres and Leo are going across the line side by side, neck and neck. Who's going to come out across? It's Leo! Oh no, it's Manuel Andres. Manuel Andres by barely even over a tenth. Just a bit over a tenth.
The rookie prodigy Manuel Andres comes in 3rd place. What a performance.
Oh my goodness. What a drive-through penalty as well, which means double points. A lot of a very big points haul for AMX today. Wow. And Zero Howler somehow managed to overtake his teammate despite crashing or spinning. Oh my goodness.
What a finish, dude.
What a finish. So, our podium is going to be Carl with his first ever win thanks to the a superior engine of the BMW. You gotta thank the factory for that one. And but his driver skill is also pretty good because all the other BMWs were nowhere near the pace of Carl today. Dyno Champion, really, really fast as well, but just couldn't keep up with that straight line speed due to the KTM's just capabilities. And then Manuel Andres with an incredible battle for P3, just winning it right over the line. Despite having a car that's not amazing, but not horrible, it's mid. He still managed to pull it to a great podium today. So, great job.
And it does go against our poll that we had for our viewers. It was voting for 35% for someone else in the race today, but second would have been Fizz and Shelby with 26%. Carl, with only 6% of the fan vote, takes the win here in Daytona.
Awesome.
Wow. So do we want to? We gotta TP the drivers.
Oh, we gotta teleport them to where I lag out is.
I lag out. Where's I lag out?
I lag out is standing in his favorite spot in the whole wide world, on top of the trophy, and the winner circle.
Okay, you got a TPS there as well. Jokes.
I'm the winner.
Wow. Well, Fizz and Shelby still entered AMX P6, still respectable.
He's no P5 actually, because Lawfare got a drive-through.
Well, it's still a really good finish, but for en route AMX, I believe this is surely going to be their best finish by far in its 4 seasons in PTWC. They can take that with some pride. Be thinking of what could have been a first race win, but unfortunately not the case. They'll have to wait until Sonoma. Woohoo!
Woohoo!
I love Sonoma.
When Coda? When are we adding Coda? I need Coda.
Never. We'll do it when we switch to a Assetto Corsa.
When are we adding Laguna Seca?
Never.
Oh man.
Bro, why did Carl reset, bro? The hell?
Carl, he's probably putting on his best clothes. We should just teleport everyone. We should just teleport everyone to the
TP.
The winner.
Yeah, teleport actually.
Hello, viewers.
I lag out is going to have the honors. Winner today.
Actually, can we not put the car? Hold on. Let me do something.
Can we put the car here?
Yeah, technically, yeah, we should be able to.
I can even bring it here.
It'd be so much
fun. Someone's gonna have to sit in it so it doesn't despawn.
But why am I respawning at the freaking Ferris field now? Oh, there we go. Let's get the winning GT4 car. The Hartano Autosport. Which car was he again? Was it the 217 or the 127?
I have no clue.
I have no idea which is which, so. Let's say it's this one.
Carl sits on top of his well-earned trophy here in Daytona International Speedway, followed by in second position. And for the first time in PTWC is going to be Manuel Andres for Hue Performance, which makes up your podium. And I don't see Manuel here. Where is he?
Is he even in game?
Harassed.
He left. I can't believe this shit, bro.
He left. Well, that's okay.
Left.
And we are getting a Canadian struggling to drive.
Dude, do you see what I had to deal with right now?
Because the studio box is sitting right in front of the entrance, so he can't fit
There has to be
through.
another way.
Oh my god, I need to kill this cat.
There's another entrance.
Exit. Try the entrance to your left. No, the other gate.
There's
Try
another
the other
entrance.
gate.
There's another entrance.
There's another gate on the. Yeah, go there. Yeah, this is. It's ridiculous.
Oh, I see.
I think there's another barrier though. Okay, he made it through.
Is there a third driver that we could interview today?
You want to interview maybe Leo? Maybe want to interview Leo? I don't know.
Yeah, I want to at least get
interview someone
3
who
people.
crashed.
There we go. Look at that.
Zero Howler.
Wow.
Is Zero Howler here?
Oh my god!
Well, honestly, I really would like to
join the game.
Oh my goodness,
really like
legend.
to talk to I already forgot his name. Fizz and Shelby, if he's here. Taking a look at our podium. Carl and Hartona Autosports wins here in Daytona International Speedway, followed by Dyno Champion, and iLag sits in third position even though he didn't race. It's the spirit that propelled him to the podium.
I'm a problem.
Can't believe it. We don't really have time for interviews. Do we want to do interviews later, or how do we want to do this? Do we have time for interviews?
Do it really quickly and do unless we don't do questions.
Sure.
We can do a super quick one. We can do a speed run of it.
Okay. Someone bring in Carl and Dino for now, and then we'll do them quickly, and then we'll get to pro.
Who punged me? Oh, it's the live stream.
There's so many people streaming freaking like Danny's streaming this race right now. There's so many people. Yeah, he is. You can see in the Onion server. I don't know. I have no idea.
We have Dino runner-up and Manuel Anders.
Stop emailing me.
Do we want Leo or do we want Zero Howler? Is Zero Howler here?
Hello,
Dino. I brought you in against your will.
Yes. No, actually,
You've been kidnapped.
Oh, what Manuel? Wait, no, Manuel Andrews was in general.
Yeah, Manuel was there.
Bro.
Is he in game?
Well, get everyone.
No, he's not in game. He's not in game. Eh.
He should rejoin.
He was there. I don't know where he went though.
Well, we can start interviews with you. We can probably have Hydra try to get in Carl in the meantime. But hello, Dino. It is going to be second position here for you in Daytona International Speedway. And what a way to finish it. One of the closest finishes that we have ever gotten in our series. You guys were pretty much neck and neck when it came crossing that line. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling alright actually. Based on the practice that I was doing, I was barely doing any practice. So I'm really happy with the result. So honestly, I wish I wish I could have, I wish I could have backed it, I wish I could have gotten first, but it's alright. It was a good fight.
Yeah, we saw leading the race during kind of like the mid part of it. You were quite a ways ahead because of you staying out of the pits, but when you did come in, you pretty much emerged neck and neck with the rest of the front running grid. Do you think there could have been anything to have maybe gone in your favor, maybe changing your pit strategy a little bit?
Yeah, probably I should have pitted last lap, for the 14th lap, the lap before that, to maintain my lead. I was hoping that the overcut would give me a bit of advantage in the later part of the race, because I know that the KTM is a bit slow on the straight line. I was hoping that I could gain back the gap, but it did not work. So yeah.
Well, an incredible result for you, regardless. Once again, a literal, in terms of our stream, pretty much a photo finish when it came to you crossing the line. Unfortunately, that BMW just had a little bit more power because of that turbocharged inline six, but you did a really great job here in Daytona.
Thanks. Yeah. His turbo is haunting me. His turbo is haunting me.
Oh, we have Leo in voice chat now. Can we get Leo teleported here?
We'll get Leo here. Hello?
Hi.
Where's Leo? Where are you on track? Can you get over here?
I'm at the Ferris wheel. Do I reset?
Yes.
Okay.
Come over to the podium. It's in the paddock area.
All right.
Hello, viewers.
All right. Well, I guess we can start off with a couple of questions. So, Leo, I mean, You lost the podium by like a tenth ish. I mean, that's kind of unfortunate. But do you felt like you had a good race today? Did you feel like this was a good position though overall?
I mean, compared to what my pace was and
Yeah.
to what I was doing, basically at the start, I even qualified P10, so that was like really unfortunate. Wait, I'm P3? Yeah. What? Wait, where's the?
Apparently,
where's
you're
the pilot?
P3.
Oh, I see. I mean, yeah. I mean, I saw him cut. I don't know if I'm P3, but
Yeah. I mean, did you like expect to be on the podium at all? I mean, I don't know.
this race, no, my expectations were at least like top 10, maybe like a P7 at the start. But I saw people fall down really quickly, and I was just like, I was just waiting. I was just waiting until someone fails. I mean, like just makes a mistake, and I did it. I don't know. I really gained a lot on the bus stop, which gave me like a lot of time. But yeah, the slip is insane. I just can't outrun it. So
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, no, it is of course it is Daytona, so you know.
did Carl win? Oh yeah, Carl won. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, Carl did win. No, I just think it's
Which is
really funny. I'm
incredible.
sorry. No, but it was a really good race from you overall. No, so good job in that.
I just want to say I had no practice.
It seems to be
No
an
practice at all.
ongoing
Like
theme
I
here.
practiced maybe like 30 minutes, and like 2 hours before the race, and then I went somewhere to cook dinner, and yeah, I don't know.
Mm.
Yeah,
Hooray!
KFC or McDonald's?
I don't know. I would go with the quality, probably KFC.
Who's next?
Trying to get Carl in here. I at least just want to get the winner, the big winner. Oh, never mind. Carl says you can.
Oh, okay. I guess that concludes.
So I guess we don't. Yeah, we don't want to run this a little bit too long, so we can now
Good
move
job.
on to our outro,
The
presented
outro.
by I Like Out, your NASCAR's favorite fan.
Yes. Thank you, viewers, so much for watching the INV Works Project Track Day World Championship. This was round 4 at Daytona International Speedway. What an amazing race and what an amazing finish from Carl. Carl barely beating out Dyno Champion at less than a quarter of a second. Join us in 10 minutes for the pro race soon. Thank you so much for watching, viewers. Say goodbye, guys.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
And this